Welcome to the Furrow Garden. I'm the wise math Sheba, and this sun-warmed dirt is where we grow our math skills. This is Pip. He's busy sniffing his way through the garden beds, looking for the perfect spot to plant his seeds. But planting a massive pile of acorns one at a time is slow work, and trying to count them all one by one is just as tedious. We need a faster method. Instead of counting single seeds, we can count by distinct, equal batches. Making equal groups is the shortcut we need. It allows us to count large quantities efficiently without losing track of a single acorn. Watch Pip work. He uses his nose to push exactly 5 acorns into a single straight dirt furrow. Then he repeats that exact same action to create 7 identical rows, building a complete, tidy grid. When we look at this garden bed and see 5 rows of 7, we're really asking, how many acorns are there in all? Because every single row holds the exact same amount, we don't have to count the seeds individually. We can count by whole groups. That is the meaning of 5 times 7. It tells us we have 5 groups of 7. As Pip trots along the edge of the bed, we can read the grid he just planted. We can identify 2 specific parts. There are 5 equal rows, and each row contains exactly 7 acorns. This inset panel shows our math. 5 groups of 7 is 5 times 7, which totals exactly 35 acorns. Arranging items in equal-sized rows allows us to multiply. Instead of counting one by one, we calculate the entire grid at once. But what happens if we take those same 35 acorns and reorganize them? Does the total amount change? Pip stoops the exact same acorns out of the dirt rows and slides them into physical baskets instead. The layout looks different now. We have 7 separate groups, with 5 acorns inside each basket. This new leaf panel confirms the math. 7 times 5 still equals 35. Swapping the factors yields the exact same product. The total number of items remains constant, regardless of what type of container they are in. Let's test this equal groups rule on an entirely new, smaller arrangement of acorns. Here, Pip has laid out a grid of 4 equal rows containing 6 acorns each, which totals 24. This split view directly contrasts that grid with a second layout. On the other side, 3 woven baskets contain 8 acorns each, also totaling 24. Whether you are building configurations of 6s or 8s, counting equal groups guarantees a single, consistent mathematical total. With the planting done, Pip takes a well-earned rest amongst the completed furrows and baskets. We've established our totals for today's work, 35 in the first exercise and 24 in the second. A mathematical product is the total of equal groups. Identify the number of groups, check the quantity in each, and count the whole. Pip noses his final acorn into the soft dirt. Then he curls up and rests beside the garden beds. And that is my cue to leave the furrow garden for today. But before I go, try this. If Pip plants 6 rows of 3 acorns, how many are there in all? And what alternative visual grouping would result in the exact same total?